you made it.
Yes, I did. Yeah. And hope that with the grace of God,
Absolutely.
I keep making it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
Oh, going on 3 years.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you know, our
Awesome.
bodies start running down, and we thank you, Christine. As you get older, so you definitely want to make sure you try to take care of yourself, even though you do all the great things that you want to do throughout life.
Okay.
Yeah, I am the mother of 7.
Yeah.
I come from the backwoods of Tallulah, Louisiana, out of the cotton field.
Yeah.
Yes. So I am grateful I made it here.
And, from Louisiana
Yes.
to Las Vegas. When did you get to Las Vegas?
I came out here during my teen days.
Ah, okay.
And I've been in Las Vegas for 70 years.
Wow.
And the people were great. The community was great. And yes, I really enjoyed Las Vegas.
Well, Operation Life.
Yes.
And your fight for, for those who may be on welfare, but also like the library. You mentioned at the grand opening.
That was the beautifulest thing.
Yeah.
First, we looked around town because we were always kind of looking around to see what we could get to better the community. So what happened is we said we need a library. And some of us would say, why a library? That's education. It makes our young people grow. We can, with all the intelligence, along throughout their life and become the greatest people that they want to become. And so we went down, it was about 3 of us. We went down, had a conversation with the library director. At that time, it was somewhere in the spring of 1971. 1971, that's been quite a few years, but that was an old building standing. So the banking community, it was an old, empty, once upon a time entertainment building. So the bank gave it to us.
Okay.
We went to the city and got funds to redo it. And so along when we went to ask for it. And we told the director, we would like to have a library in West Las Vegas. So the director looked at us. He said, well, I don't think I have the money to build a library.
And what you do then?
And we said, oh, we think you do. Look at all the libraries around the community. Look at all the beautiful libraries around the community. And you cannot put one in the Black community? Oh, he says, well, let me talk to my board. So he did. I guess, but I know this much. When we went back to talk to him, he still said, well, the board don't think we have the funds. I said, okay, we'll see you in court. And that's what we did. I was so happy when this library came together. We had this little library, across the street where we worked, on the corner of D and Jackson. From there, we developed all kinds of programs. But the library was something we want for the children and grown-ups, whoever wanted to, because we know that would work. So when the library director told us no, well, he called me down first. And he called me down. He says, I want to let you, well, I was ready to sit. He stopped me. Well, I want you to know, you're going to get off my back, or I'm going to the leaders in the black community. Okay. All right, that's great. Go right ahead. And from there, we constantly was on his back. So we told him we were suing.
You mentioned at the grand opening doing something on West Flamingo. You went over there to the West
The
Flamingo.
library was on
West Flamingo?
West Flamingo.
Gotcha.
And there were 2 bus loads of us, women that come up in cars, hundreds of us. I mean, we filled the library so full, couldn't nobody else get in.
Wow.
Everybody was standing around the wall, all over the place.
And doing what? Like just
Yeah, they were there with me.
wanting that
Yes,
library.
and we demand this library.
Gotcha.
Yes.
And then sure enough, you got your library.
We got the library. Matter of fact, we got 3. Because one on D. and Jackson, that was the first one. Then the one on Lake Mead, that was it kept growing. The community was so happy to have a library. And so therefore, that one outgrowed itself. And then we looked up and the plan was then to make it for a bigger library. I was so thrilled, so happy. And so therefore, West Las Vegas have its own community library.
What you think about the new one? What you think about the
That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay, I got
The
you.
one I cut the ribbon in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to me, in 1971, how old were you at the time?
I think that's been such a while.
Yeah.
I think I might have been about 39 or maybe.
And the story is that you were kicked off of welfare.
Oh, yes, I didn't.
And then you went
Yeah,
straight
the
to fight for
beginning
it.
of that story is I was working at Sahara Hotel as a short order cook. I enjoyed it. And I like working with foods because foods are so delicious and healthy. And I was coming from the refrigerator with, a great big tray of food because I was doing like pancakes and there was the cooks on the end, which was the short order fry cooks. They did all the bacon, the eggs, and so therefore I had to keep my station replenished by going to the refrigerator and getting all this. And I'm coming back walking. I always walk with my head up. And when I got back to my station, there was puddles of grease on the floor, but I didn't see it. Nobody stopped me. And all of a sudden, I slipped. And God, I messed up both knees. I had to have surgery on both knees, on my shoulder, because my shoulder hit the concrete wall. On my back, I had 4 surgeries on my back because we cracked my spine. I also had to have both knees replaced. And I had to have a hip replacement.
All from that one fall?
All from that great fall.
Wow.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you want some water? And they were just not wanting to help you with that at all?
No. the politics was so thick. There was too many minds in the middle of my surgeries and my health getting well. And so this between the state and my doctors, working with the insurance company that would help me, there was too many politics in it. So they stopped it. So I never did get the okay from the state for the insurance.
Okay, and then you started Operation Life soon after that.
Yes.
And what, on top of what your experience, and I'm sure countless others, like you were like, hey, I'm going forth with this, and I'm not going to stop.
Yeah, I didn't have nothing else to do.
Okay.
I couldn't do nothing. So why not just go with my crutches at the time and just want to know everything? At the time, there was Mr. Hogarth. He was working with the Opportunity Board, and they really helped us through all the leaflets and the mail and typing, because it was a community project. So that helped us a whole bunch also. Yes.
And you're 93?
I am 93, and come June of this year, I will be 94.
What would you like to say to the younger generation who may not have now have the strength or the the perseverance that you have?
Yeah. Well, let me put it like this. I think our community leaders could have done more throughout the years. But instead, everybody was focused on what I was doing. And what I was doing was organizing, meeting with government people. There have not been a congressman that come from Nevada from 1970 all the way through that I have not worked with. And when the time come for me doing the welfare projects and going to jail and getting together with community people and political people, trying to bring in food stamps, because the state of Nevada said we didn't have no hungry people.
Right.
And I said, really? Well, let's see. And that's what we focus on. And so in order to get the food stamp program into Nevada, we had to go down the strip, and we just went one Saturday morning, just went down the strip.
Caesars, right?
Yeah, and went into Caesar's Palace.
What was the thought process of that at the time? Like going into Caesars, this is it?
Well, the strip controlled the whole economy at that time. And so therefore, we knew that they didn't want no people, like us down on the strip, walking around and marching and stopping cars. But we were good. We wasn't trying to take nothing.
Right.
And we told everybody, you cannot go into, when we went inside the casino, you cannot go around the table.
Right.
Because that was making sure that the people that was working had kept their jobs. And we did it for 2 weeks straight. We got the food stamps. Nevada come up with the food stamp. Then
They just came up with the food stamp.
yeah, then all of a sudden they called me and said, Ruby, I think we can find out how we can bring the food stamps in. I said, great. Now today they call it another name. I call it food stamp because I want people to know exactly what I'm talking about. Food, nutrition, all that goes together, and all our children. So all of a sudden the WIC program popped through, the health department in Washington, D.C. And we read this little one sheet And I said, ooh, this is something we can go for. Women, infants, and children.
Mm-hmm.
So when a woman is pregnant throughout this community, and throughout the whole United States and its territories, we can have the WIC program. Now, the WIC program is older than you.
Mm.
So we brought that about. And the whole United States was enjoying. They had another nutrition program.
Mm.
Yes. And with all those, we thought that we were about to make it over. So then we started building homes.
Mm.
And we built a few homes in West Las Vegas. And I taken kind of ill where after that, all of that, I guess, moving around and my back. I had to have all those surgeries, so.
You had to calm down.
Yes.
Gotcha. What would you, when it's all said and done, what would you like your legacy to be?
I like the legacy to tell the stories on low-income moms who's trying to make sure that their children and families are at least halfway taken care. We know that at the time they was blaming us, saying welfare mothers is lazy. So we just decided we'd show them how lazy we were. So all over the United States, all the programs just start bursting wide open. I want them to know that those moms during those days were hard-working moms. They could send their children to school and then also make sure that they were making a living for them.
It's really interesting when you think about, the federal government at that time and what they intentionally wanted to do to the community.
Right.
In terms of single motherhood,
right?
That incentivized that, and then come out with, with that saying on the end.
Yes.
What any memories come up that that stick out to you from?
Oh God, there's so many. Matter of fact, we pulled together a clinic, a health clinic.
Right.
Well, and the first WIC check was signed by me because we brought the first program in to a community, and it wasn't really established well. And they made sure they helped send me around the country to train different families how to use, also to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Yes. So we had a great time meeting up with other moms that in the community just was thrilling. The other thing that I can see that we were going to do is to help get young people into construction jobs. Now, we know that the construction people would advise them, what to do. So, because during those days, construction was really kind of healthy, and they wanted more labor. So we said, we got plenty of women. Just show them how to work on the road with the signs or whatever the construction people does out there. So, yes, we did a lot. We brought like 250 doctors into San Francisco was the western region of the health services. And they really work with me too. So their doctors, the 250 doctors went throughout Nevada community. And we brought more doctors into the community also. We work with the hospitals. We work with clinics. It was just a moving operation of young women throughout the community and throughout America. because we also were brought back to Washington about 4 times a year to lobby the Congress people and the senators. Yeah, for low-income moms.
Ruby, when you hear that you are Black history.
Yes. Oh my God, just to think about. I come out of the backwoods of Louisiana. To know that I did this, I want to be careful because I start crying. To know that, and I didn't have what you call, I had a mom and father, but I didn't get to know them. Something happened. To come here to Las Vegas with my family as a teen and to make it throughout my life, which I love people. Black, brown, white. I was doing it for every woman, every human being. I don't care who you were. If you needed help, we were there. The clinic that we pulled together for low-income people in West Las Vegas served the whole community throughout Nevada, whomever wanted to come. The children that grew up, now I don't know very many of them, but all of the older people died out during the COVID and all of the sickness that went on. So one day I said, whoa, about 3 years ago, I said, whoa, there ain't nobody around. I'd pick up the phone to call somebody and think about it, they died. They gone. It's like they just picked up and said, bye, Ruby. Yes.
How does that make you feel? Picking up and no one's picking back up.
To think about right now, there's only 2 of us I know is alive. And she's very sickly. To know that I made it this far in life and worked all my life, the rest of my life, from there out with all those great women. I couldn't have did it by myself. I know that. So I'm giving them praises in heaven. Yes. I just want to just cry. And because I was really in love with hundreds. We served, like I say, until I had to go in the hospital with all the surgeries. And I had more than 9 surgeries. And thank God for my health at this moment. Yes.
You know, back then, you know, war, right? Vietnam War was going on. People were going, you know.
Yeah.
But you were in the trenches right here.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. You earned those tears.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I did. So for all the young people, and I say now every now and then I go out and talk to, young people. I want them to know that coming up in this country is one of the greatest countries in the world. And for being amazing citizen and to go for what they know. And there's a school named after me. There's
Absolutely.
There's a little bit of everything right now. So right now I feel like I can relax and talk to you guys whenever. It brings back all those great memories. So
Jeff, do you have anything you wanted to ask?
But that library?
Yeah.
That library is one of the greatest things that I think that we brought about.
Yeah.
That library, and it's paid for. And And it is a great building. And I think the community will just enjoy it. Yeah.
Anything else you would like to mention?
Well,
this is your time.
Being my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just hope the community can come together throughout this whole country, throughout these whole United States, and do what they have to do to help each other, to just love each other. I love people. I love working with people. I don't see no color, because I call all the children that was on those programs throughout years my grandchildren.
Yeah.
And I tell people, I got millions of grandchildren, and they look at me, oh. So, yeah.
Well, you know, from one of your grandchildren, he says thank you. From one of your grandchildren,
yeah.
he says thank you.
Yes, indeedy.
And
yes.
we appreciate you.
Yeah.
We appreciate your time, Ms.
Yeah.
Ruby.
I don't want nobody to think I was only working for black women. That's what because I'm black.
Yeah.
I love people. I don't give a who you are.
Yeah.
Long as you're a great human being that loves everybody else. So, you know, that's exactly where I am in my life. And I'm relaxing here.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Awesome.